Coming up next on Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball. Time for the NCAA Women's College World Series. Venus Taylor has a tour de force from tips to tailgating. Summertime, softball, and SAC. Highlights from the ASA Memorial Day Classic in Sacramento. Truly one of America's great tournaments. Round 2 of the ASA Power Tour travels to Hotlanta, home of the Atlanta Braves. These stories and Jennie Finch has a tip for pitchers so you can rock and fire. Softball 360 starts right now.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Softball 360, presented by ASA. We're here to see the best of the best compete on the center stage. Welcome to Softball 360. I'm Jennie Finch, your guide to all things softball. It's time to crown a national champion in college softball. Let's head out to the Hall of Fame complex in Oklahoma City for the 2016 NCAA Women's College World Series. The world is watching, and so are we.
Thanks, Jennie. I'm here at the Women's College World Series, and I got my softball checklist. History and tradition? Check. Great competition? Check, check. Positive energy and pandemonium? I don't know, let's go check it out.
We must be in Oklahoma. Hometown favorites, the Oklahoma Sooners, take the lead in the tailgate scene at OGE Energy Field.
It's the mobile Sooner Schooner.
It's so much fun. It's crazy, and I just love how everybody plays off each other with their energy. It's really cool.
It brought tears to my eyes, it really did. And they played hard, both teams. We've been waiting all year for this.
Tailgating has evolved into an art form in OKC. Fans of the Louisiana State Tigers are experts. They pretty much invented the world of tailgating and partying in New Orleans. Venus Taylor dipped her toe into the world of authentic Cajun food. We're not sure if Venus actually liked it.
So Boudin's got rice, pork, beef, and a little bit of vegetables, jalapenos. She's an honorary Cajun now because she came to the LSU tailgate and tried our food.
Inside OGE Energy Field, only an Oklahoma City fare. From the onion burger to the funnel cake and the crowd fave, Shucking Bill's fresh corn.
This is called bicolored corn, and it's the reason why it's yellow and a little bit white, but the sweetness of this corn, that's why I pick it for the College World Series.
With our belly full, it's time to get some perspective at the ASA Hall of Fame right next door. Two very familiar faces got the call to the hall.
Looking at the board here, there's so many great ambassadors of the sport. Definitely want to send a great shout out to Jennie Finch, who's our host of Softball 360. Congratulations, Jennie. You've inspired so many people along the way. Also, congratulations to Ken Erickson, our current ASA national team head coach.
For the ASA, the Hall of Fame is just one way to share and show its love of the game.
In Oklahoma City, things have gotten big at the World Series. I mean, big. Look at this glove. Things have gotten so big, you have to bring a glove like this to catch the action. I mean, once a baller, always a baller.
The grounds crew is ready, prepping and applying the proper amount of TLC to ensure the hallowed fields of legendary red dirt are prepped and ready. As the teams arrive, their task is ominous: bring home a national championship. So keeping it loose is the right thing to do. A few rounds of hacky sack, followed by a long pass as the team from Georgia went deep. And it's captured for the world by the mighty cameras of ESPN.
Oklahoma City's done a really good job of becoming a very softball friendly crowd, a very high softball IQ crowd. So I think even if they're not fans of the teams, I think a lot of people come out. Amateur Softball Association and the ASA have done a lot to Hall of Fame Stadium to really make it a premier event and venue, which is important. It also helps build the brand of USA Softball, so it's important. But and obviously the NCAA, I think, is putting more into the sport of softball because they realize how well it does on television, as does ESPN, and So we've made it an event where people want to come be a part of it, whether or not you're a fan, a player, family member of one of the team members. So it's just a great all-around event.
As another day at the Women's College World Series winds down, there's plenty to look forward to tomorrow as the quest to become the national champion continues at OGE Energy Field. When Softball 360 returns, Venus Taylor follows the ladies of Team USA to the NCAA Softball Clinic. And simply amazing stories from one of America's great tourneys, the ASA Memorial Day Classic in Sacramento. Are these girls having fun?
Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball, is brought to you by DeMarini, Easton Sports, Dudley, Mikan, and by ASA USA Softball.
At an ASA tourney, you can always count on solid play, outstanding character, and great athletes. It's time for a softball road trip. Let's head out west and check out what the ASA has in store for us at the capital of the Golden Bear State, Sacramento. No!
Memorial Day for many means softball, grilling out, and the unofficial start of summer. In Sacramento, California, they created a combo platter of softball, fun, and family. One of the great tournaments in America, the annual ASA Memorial Day Softball Classic in Sacramento got off to another great start.
It's really important to us at Sacramento ASA to make good experiences for not only the girls playing, but also their families.
You know, I love what it does for the girls. It teaches these girls work ethic, teamwork, and I know my daughter, who's currently playing on a 14U team, really loves playing softball because of all those things.
Great teams need great places to play, and ASA Sacramento takes plenty of pride in its fields and facilities. Well-manicured, flawless fields utilizing recycled water to maintain great game conditions. Plenty of shade for the spectators to help cool off the hot action on the field.
Well, they love playing here. I mean, it's a great community to play in. We have a lot of great ball fields. And as far as the softball play, these are some of the best teams in the country that you'll see here, and it's great to see them all play on a 3-day weekend.
Tied up in the bottom of the 7th, a tight battle between the NorCal Dirt Dogs and the Capital City Comets builds to a climax. Plenty of drama at the plate. All of a sudden, a blast to left center is going and going. Home run! The Sacramento area offers plenty for teams to see and do between at-bats. Many of the games are held in the suburb of Roseville, a park-like setting that lives in its namesake. Roseville is like the Garden of Eden, with softball, of course. Take time to relax between games Cali style. Some teams unwind at a classic local sports pub. Welcome to Buns Sports Pub, originally created by NFL great Danny Buns of the San Francisco 49ers.
Here's your softball wings, sir.
Back on the field, the games at the SAC Memorial Day Classic actually go round the clock, and the action never slows down. For two lucky Sacramento softballers, their dreams of taking part in the MLB pitch, hit, and run competition have come alive.
That you get to go to the Giants game and compete.
One player on the mound has much more than an amazing rise ball to be thankful for. Meet McKenna Burns. You see, McKenna was mistakenly diagnosed with a brain tumor and endured rounds of chemotherapy.
So after we'd gone through 2 rounds of chemo with her, there was a mix-up in her lab, and it wasn't a germ cell tumor. The numbers had gotten mixed up. So she'd gone through this chemo, lost her hair, had all of the side effects of this, but never needed it.
But true to form, the ASA softball community rallied to support McKenna. and her family in a painful, confusing, and frustrating time in her young life.
It made me kind of, get really sad and really emotional about the situation. But I know they had a lot of medical expenses, and so, softball community is tremendous. They come together for different situations, different people, and we were able to raise a few $1,000s to give back to McKenna.
I like how everybody picks each other up.
No matter what stresses or anything people have in life, being able to come here and watch your child that's able and healthy to be out there playing, that's everything.
These are just a few of the remarkable stories in Sacramento, and more is on the way. Get ready for the ASA 14 and under Class A Western Nationals.
And the event pulls in a lot of great teams from all over. Outside, they meet kids from Tennessee, Texas, and I think that's one of the important things about it too, is when they're on the field, they're interacting with kids they may play with in college down the road.
Mark your calendar, July 25th through the 31st for the Western Nationals. For more info, please log on to sacramentoasa.org.
Good, strong, and balanced. They call this the tip of the triangle. Moving towards home plate, and I have a firm, solid break. Pitchers, I go all around the country, and I see so many pitchers leaning out in front. We are not bowling. We are playing softball. We are not strong with our nose out in front. Keep your nose behind your belly button. It's one of my favorite tricks. And the key to that is when you start, make sure your levers start you. If my levers start me, that's gonna keep my nose behind my belly button, and then I have a firm, solid break off that front side. And then you send the ball and you stay tall all the way.
Where are they now? Jennie Topping was a softball Olympic gold medal winner and a teammate of Softball 360 host Jennie Finch. Today, she's living the softball life in Sacramento. Her Jennie Topping Training Center is helping prepare the next generation of softball superstars.
I love to develop players. The younger the better. I like to teach them the most important fundamentals. Having good form and technique is the base to creating a great player. So I stress a lot of fundamental work. Once they prove that they have the basic fundamentals, then you can really push them to do the advanced things.
Welcome back to Softball 360. Time for more from one of the biggest events of the year, the NCAA Women's College Softball World Series. Let's head out to Oklahoma City, aka Softball City, where Venus Taylor and our crew are standing by with more.
I'm here at the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. This is the big show. This is the center stage. This is where the best of the best come to compete. The pinnacle of college softball. But what's next? What's the encore? From here, Team USA is the only thing I can think of.
For Team USA, the Women's College World Series is a time to give back to a sport that has meant so much to them.
They have really positive attitudes. It's hot out here and they're doing awesome, so I'm proud of them.
It's been great so far. The kids have been awesome. It's a little bit warm today, so they've been running around a lot.
It's a time to share some of the softball and life lessons they practiced. On this day, Team USA took part in a one-of-a-kind softball clinic sponsored by the NCAA and Powerade.
Well, today, as a part of the Women's College World Series and celebrating our commitment to be here in Oklahoma City, we're giving our annual youth clinic where we bring in local college coaches, some national college coaches, and student athletes. And we provide a free clinic that's sponsored by Powerade for kids from the 3rd through the 8th grade.
Young softballers got a chance to improve their game in just about all areas, from fielding, pitching, and hitting.
It's a 3-hour clinic. They get, a lot. They learn a lot in a little bit of time. So hopefully if they take away one or two things, they'll be able to keep advancing and keep learning, and soon they'll be college players themselves.
Speed and agility are critical to the game of softball, and there is no better way to learn than from Jessica Moore.
Oh, they're doing great. Again, they're competing, so they're having fun. We're gonna go through the ladder. 1 foot in each ladder. Okay. Boom.
imagine the thrill these young players must have experienced as they raced Team USA, Jennie Takeda.
Base running is one of my favorite parts of the sport because we get to score runs, right? Base runners are potential runs, right? So we need to run the bases as efficiently as possible because...
And when Jennie talks, folks listen.
Does that make sense? Okay, so that's secret number 1. Secret number 2, pump your arms, okay? Secret number 3, have fun. High five. Woohoo! Good job. Good job.
Obviously with them bringing their skills, here to take it to another level as far as the instruction.
So what's the next big challenge for Team USA? What's that next big game? Might it be the Olympic Games? That story's still pending. At the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City, I'm Venus Taylor reporting.
Still ahead on Softball 360, round 2 of the ASA Power Tour, as the world's greatest softball home run hitters are ready for one last go-round at Turner Field. 4-time champ Denny Crine is back, along with Team Worth, Louisville Slugger, Team Monster, and an old fave, BJ Fulk. Here's where the Power Tour is headed, your chance to see the world's greatest home run hitters.
Softball 360, presented by ASA USA Softball, is brought to you by Louisville Slugger, Worth, Combat Sports, Monster, and by BP Athletics.
What time is it? It's Stadium Power Tour time, and the world's greatest home run hitters are headed down south to the home of the Atlanta Braves. It's the last season at Turner Field, and here's Dave Benz with the call.
Dateline Atlanta. The ATL has hosted some great Power Tour shows over the years, and this season is the last for Turner Field, as the Braves are moving to a new park north of the city. But the TED, as the locals call it, is the ballpark that lives and breathes home run tradition. Over the years, future Hall of Famer and Braves legend Chipper Jones spent some quality time with the ASA Long Haul Bombers. And who could forget some of the great blasts over the years? Here's one by Bubba Brungart that landed in this fan's cup of beer. Wow! The ASA Stadium Power Tour, and the road rules are as follows. Each slugger gets 15 swings. Each homer is worth 1 point, except the last pitch, known as the money ball. It's worth 2 points and could be the tiebreaker. The last go-round ever at the TED features a return of one of the most popular sluggers ever, BJ Fulk of Team Worth.
What we got going on? Cheating. Doing a little cheating. This is actually Kennington's bat, don't tell him. Making the ball stick to it like a cartoon. So when he swings, the ball will be at the end of his bat.
If it's a bad swing, the ball will stick to it.
No sense.
BJ is back and has not lost a step. In fact, the grizzled vet shows what experience brings to the plate. Step 1 in BJ's comeback trail was solid. 5 points with the promise of big things to come. Team Monster sent understudy Jared Messersmith to the plate. But team leader Ryan Smacko Dacko showed us all how to get it done. 9 big points on a hot, muggy day at the plate. They don't come much bigger, faster, or stronger than this man, Kevin Smash Kennington. The big man for Louisville Slugger has the swing of a champion. He's in the hunt for a title despite an average day at the plate. Time now for softball royalty, Denny Grand Slam Crine. DC is headed into uncharted territory, battling for an unheard of 5th title on the ASA Power Tour. And by the look of his classic crime swing, he's on his way. One after another are leaving his mic and bat, and DC ends his shift at the plate with 9 points to win the day.
Kind of had to stand on it today to get it out of here, so it was a good day.
Here's how round 2 ended up as we say goodbye to our old friend on the Power Tour. Nice knowing you, Turner Field.
What a show in Atlanta. And remember, only 4 long-haul bombers will earn a spot in the Power Tour Finals. If you have a story idea, reach out to us on Facebook, and we're always online at softball360.com or asausa.com. Thanks for watching, and as I always tell my campers, dream and believe.
Next week on Softball 360, one of the prettiest ballparks on the planet, Petco Park, home of the San Diego Padres. But on this day, the ASA Long Haul Bombers take over for round 4 of the Power Tour. Join us next week on Softball 360.